Love it, love it, love it. I went to Iowa a couple years ago, and it is so pretty.
Jackson.
You live in a very nice state. I love it. So let's see. This would be, I'm looking at my list. Let's see who we've got here. Our Iowa friends. These are our, let's see, second grade, right?
Yes.
Awesome. I love second grade. Second graders are the coolest in the whole school, I think. We have some other second graders who are supposed to be coming on with us in just a minute. There's a second grade class from New York.
Whoa.
And a second grade class from Ohio.
Whoa.
And then there's supposed to be a kindergarten class too from Texas. And I'm from Alabama. Do you guys know where Alabama is?
Yeah.
Look at our map.
Yeah. Can you find it on a map?
Yeah, we have the map in our class. I'll be going to Alabama. See Alabama, some of it's on.
What color is Alabama? Can you find it?
Hey,
There's Alabama.
By Georgia.
So where else did she say we're talking to people? Oh,
Texas.
where else did she say, Makai?
New York.
New York. Where's New York?
Up there.
Way up here. Where else?
I found Ohio.
Texas. There you go. What's that? Rachel.
I was gonna say Texas.
You're gonna say Texas?
Texas. Ohio.
Ohio. What color is Ohio?
Yellow.
Yellow. Right here. So we have Ohio, New York, Texas, and Alabama.
Behind
Behind all over the place. Texas is there.
I found Iowa.
And there, yep, there's Iowa.
Well, no, the next state is Washington D.C.
That's over here.
Wisconsin should be green.
Okay.
That's tiny. Wisconsin should be green. I better not say.
Yes, wait. You can't really see good. You want to sit next to Rachel? Would that work better? I think you'll be okay. Just where you are.
It's tiny. Yeah, I can just sit on my knees. Let's answer.
When we start the story, everybody will be able to see. It'll be okay.
That's so cool. Well, I love it that you guys are finding stuff on the maps. And I heard someone saying that one state was so tiny, and there's other states that are really big, aren't there?
Texas is the tiniest.
That's pretty big.
Mexico's the most biggest.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and get started. And if the other classes get on, then they'll be able to get into the story as well and hear us as well. I think it was your teacher I talked with. Did you guys still want to do The Day the Crayons Came Home, or do you want to look at some of the other books I have and vote on it?
You see the other box? Hey, there's our
screen. Am I sharing my screen with you? Let me see.
Oh, now it went away.
All right, let me make sure.
Okay, now we're good.
Okay, so we've got some different books here. Of course, we have The Day the Crayons Quit. We have The Day the Crayons Came Home. Those are funny books. Dust Devil is a tall tale. So if you've ever read a tall tale like Paul Bunyan or Babe the Blue Ox, we have The Gruffalo, which is fun, The Big Wide Mouth Frog. This one's really cool. It's The Man Who Walked Between the Towers, and it's a true story that was just made into a movie, and that's pretty fun. I mean, any of these books are really fun, but what's one that you guys see?
Right hand. Who would like to take one that we think we might want to read? Kiara, what do you think?
The airplane one.
This one, Imogene's Antlers. What do you think? Cadence?
A boy and a jaguar.
A boy and a jaguar? Micaiah?
The crayons when they came home.
The Crayons Came Home.
A boy and a jaguar.
You like The Boy and the Jaguar, Stella?
The day the crayons came home.
Okay, let's vote between these two books. Will that work?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to vote one time. Hands down. Raise a quiet hand for The Boy and the Jaguar. 13. Day the Crayons Came Home. Which one's bigger? Is it possible to do The Boy and the Jaguar? Oh, there's another class.
We can definitely do that one. And this is pretty cool because this is based on a true story. This is actually about a real boy who now works with the jaguars and makes sure to keep them safe. So that's a really cool book that you guys picked out. I like true stories a lot of times. So this is called A Boy and a Jaguar.
All right, boys and girls, this is a high school librarian reading to us right now. Say hi.
Hi. I'm standing in the great cat house at the Bronx Zoo. Why is this jaguar kept in a bare room, I wonder? I lean forward, my favorite animal, and whisper to her. What are you doing? My father asked. I try to explain, but my mouth freezes, and just as I knew it would, because I am a stutterer. If I try to push words out, my head and my body shake uncontrollably. The teachers at school put me in a class for disturbed children, and my parents said, he's not disturbed. We're sorry, the teachers answered, but whenever he tries to speak, he disrupts the class. The teachers think I am broken. Am I? But I can do two things without stuttering. One is sing, only I can't sing very well, and the other is talk to animals. Every day I come home from class and go straight to the closet in my room. I bring out my pets, a hamster, a gerbil, a green turtle, a chameleon, and a garter snake. I close the door and talk to them without stuttering. I tell them my dreams. I tell them that I want to be able to speak like everyone else. I know that my pets listen and understand. Animals can't get the words out, just like I can't get the words out. So people ignore or misunderstand or even hurt them the same way that people ignore or misunderstand or hurt me. So I make a promise to my pets. I promise that if I can ever find my voice, I will be their voice and keep them from harm. My parents try everything to help me. Doctor after doctor, medicine and hypnosis, but nothing works. But my father knows the one thing that does work. He takes me to the great cat house at the Bronx Zoo. I go straight to the cage with the lone jaguar, lean over the railing and put my face against the bars. I whisper my promise to her fluently. I get through school by learning tricks that stutterers learn. I learn when not to speak, when to avoid situations, and when to just not be around people. When I'm in college, my parents enroll me in an experimental program. There, I'm told that I am a stutterer and will always be a stutterer, always. But the teacher tells me that if I work hard, I can be a completely fluent stutterer. I think about how my mouth moves and air flows, and for the first time in years, I can speak without stuttering. I can speak, but nothing has changed on the inside. I still feel broken. So I go to the Great Smoky Mountains to study black bears. Whoa. Alone in the forest with the animals, I am at home. Later in Belize, I am the first person to study jaguars. The jungle makes me feel more alive than I have ever felt. I learn how to follow and capture jaguars for study before releasing them back into the wild, and I am happy. But as fast as I catch jaguars and gather information to help them, hunters are killing them. They fear the animals and prize their bodies as trophies. I need to get more areas protected for the jaguars. I want to keep the promise I made to the pets in my closet. I have a voice now to speak for the animals. In the capital city of Belize, in the office of the Prime Minister, I'm given 15 minutes to make my case. 15 minutes. I can't stutter and distract from my message. I have to convince one of the poorest countries in Central America with no protected areas in the entire country that it has to save the jaguars. Later that day, the Prime Minister votes to set up the world's very first and only jaguar preserve. Back in the jungle, I know all the jaguars in the study area from their tracks. But one day, I come across a completely new track. The biggest male jaguar tracks I have ever seen. I followed those big prints for hours, not wanting to be caught in the jungle at night without a flashlight. I turn around to go back to my camp, and guess who's standing right behind me? That big jaguar I've been looking for hours is standing right there. You see him standing right behind him, hiding behind the tree?
Yeah.
He must have been following me the whole time. I know I should feel frightened, but I squat down and I look into the jaguar's eyes, just like I had with the sad old female jaguar at the Bronx Zoo. But this animal isn't sad. In this animal's eyes are strength and power and sureness of purpose. And we are both whole, and we are both at home. I leaned towards him a little, the way I had at the Bronx Zoo so many years before. Thank you, I whispered. And so this right here, this is the little boy that was in the book. And so I'm going to let you see and hear him now as a grown-up and talk to you a little bit, and then I'm going to show you some other information as well.
Since the earliest time when I tried speaking, I remember not being able to speak. People didn't really understand what stuttering was at the time. So my entire childhood was characterized by believing I was not normal, by believing I was broken. My father used to take me to the Bronx Zoo, New York City, because he knew I loved animals. But what I didn't realize until a certain age is that I could talk to the animals. I did stutter some with the animals, but not very much because I'd be relaxed. I was attracted to the big cats because I felt that kind of energy, that kind of power has a place in this world and needs to be protected. My children's book about me and a jaguar and stuttering, in my mind, is not about just a boy who stuttered talking to jaguars. It's about a young child who felt like adults didn't understand. Working with the highest levels of government all the way down to local communities, I show governments how by saving jaguars, they can show people how they're giving them clean air, clean water, a better system for ecological services that they don't have to pay for. The survival of the jaguar is linked to the survival of mankind. Any young girl or young boy who reads my book, I hope that they see a piece of themselves in that book. And I hope they come away at the end saying, I could do that too. I'm still a stutterer, but I've learned how to work with it, how to control it a lot better. So to anybody that stutters, I say, look into yourself. Find what you love. Find your passion. Find something that excites you. Go after it.
So I love with this that not only did we get to read the book, Alan's book, but we got to actually hear from Alan and talk about his book and his experience, and I think that's so cool. So Alan was saying at the end that he felt like grown-ups don't understand little kids or didn't understand him. Do any of you ever feel like grown-ups don't understand you? Raise your hand if you ever feel like that. I felt like that before, huh? Yeah. So do we have anyone who wants to ask questions or talk about the book, or maybe tell us about a pet you might have at home that you talk to? I have 2 cats and 2 dogs, and I talk to them all the time.
Anyone want to talk? Caleb, you want to talk? Caleb, you want to talk? Come stand in front of the computer.
And so we have Iowa. Did you guys like that book? Was that okay?
Yes.
Awesome.
Here you go. Let's see what you want to say. So you have a pet at
I have a cat at home. It's black. You kind of have to have a bell because it's really black. The only thing that you really don't need a bell with it is because it has very light green eyes.
Ooh. And that's your cat?
Yeah, I've been always thinking about other cats like tigers and other of them cats that are almost extinct.
Exactly, and that's why Alan made a preserve. Do you know what a preserve is?
Yeah.
It's a place
It's
where...
something that protects the animals.
Exactly, and you want to do that too, right? Protect the animals and take care of the cat that you have. I love that, and your kitty cat sounds so sweet and beautiful.
That's why we gotta make sure we don't open the door all the way when we leave the house.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing. Let's see, I see that we have Karen in the room, but Karen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
And now, where are you guys from?
We're from New York.
There we go, guys. In Iowa, here's our New York class.
Penny,
Why don't you say hi to them?
wave hello.
They were excited because they saw another 2nd grade class was going to be on here. So do you have anyone from your class who wanted to say something about the book or share about a pet?
Anyone want to come on up? Come up.
so we can listen. We can't see
We
them.
can't see you right now, Karen, but we can hear you.
You can't see us?
No, we can't see you, but we can hear you.
Say your name and ask.
My name is Logan Alcino. I have 1 dog and 2 lizards.
2 lizards? That's really cool. And your dog? What kind of dog do you have?
A Shih Tzu.
I have a Shih Tzu too. So cool. But I don't have 2 lizards. Do you like playing with the lizards?
Tell.
The lizards, they change color to brown and green.
What do you feed lizards? I don't know what you feed lizards.
Worms and crickets.
Oh, really? Do you have to catch those?
No, they sell them at a store.
Okay. That is so cool. Thank you for sharing that. All right, we're going to take turns and go between Iowa and New York. So we're going to go back to Iowa. Does anyone else in Iowa want to share something about a pet or the book or anything else? You could even talk about how sometimes maybe there's something grown-ups don't understand sometimes that you wish they understood.
Or pet.
Shh. Okay. Have the
Hey,
computer.
how are you?
Good.
Tell her your name.
Kaya.
Hi, Kaya.
I have 4 pets. 2 are cats. 1 is Tiny and Nitro. I got him last year. Turbo I got last year, and Bliss I got a couple of years ago.
That's awesome. So you got 2 cats, but you said you had 4 pets. What were the other 2 pets?
Bliss and Turbo.
Are those cats or dogs?
Dog.
Oh, those are dogs.
So you're like me, because I have 2 cats and 2 dogs.
Say yep.
Yep.
So cool. I love that. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's go back to New York. And is there anyone there who wants to share with us something about a pet, or even if they want to talk about, like Alan said, maybe there's something that grown-ups just don't understand sometimes.
Okay, we have someone. Say your name.
My name is Marissa. I am 4'7". I have one dog named Porter. He's a golden retriever.
Golden retrievers are such sweet doggies, aren't they?
Yeah.
They-
He eats everything.
He does. Is he like your best friend, though? Can you talk to him?
Is he like your best friend? Can you talk to him?
I can't talk to him though, but he does. But sometimes he jumps onto the kitchen counter and grabs every
I
single
believe it. 'Cause
plate.
Oh, no.
I have a golden retriever too, and he does too, and he does the same thing.
And does your mom get mad?
And my dad too.
And you- That's so funny. Dogs are so silly sometimes, aren't they?
Once my dog even took my mom's dinner.
Oh, my goodness. Man.
He's 9 years old. He's 9 years old, so I don't know how he does that anymore.
I know, because that's pretty old for a big dog, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for sharing. Let's go back over to Iowa. Do we have any funny animal stories or what to share?
Blaine's doing a good job. Come on, Blaine. Samara, scooch over so Blaine can sit there, please. There you go.
My name is Blaine.
Hi, Blaine. How are you?
Good.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Do you have any pets,
I
buddy?
want to share some here.
I have a fish.
What kind of fish?
What?
What kind
Is
of
it a goldfish or is it one of those fancy fighting fish? Do you know what kind of fish it is?
It's one of those like fancy fishes.
beta fish?
Oh, the beta. That's right. I couldn't remember the name. The ones with those pretty tails.
Yeah.
Those are cool. I like that. Did you name your fish?
Yeah.
Does your fish have a name?
Does it have a name?
His name is Junior.
Junior.
I like that. That's really cool. Now, Junior doesn't jump up on the cabinet and take your mom's food, does she, like the dog in New York, huh?
No.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. We're going to go to New York and then back to Iowa one more time. And then
You can see us now.
Yes, we can see you.
Everybody say hello. Yeah!
Hi, New York. Look, we can see second graders in New York. I love it.
On also, and that's why my camera wasn't working here. But we're good now. Who's
Yay, I love it. So who wants to share something else about a pet or anything else about our story?
My name is Zara, and I have 2 dogs and 2 cats.
So we're just alike, too, because I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. Now, do you have one that's your very favorite?
No.
No, you love them all?
Yeah.
Do you ever talk to them?
Yeah, I talk to them.
I talk to mine all the time, too. Sometimes, do they seem to understand you sometimes?
No, not really.
No, I think sometimes mine understand me because they kind of. Have you ever seen your dog kind of cock their head and go like that?
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, what? I love it. Have your animals ever done anything silly?
Yeah. My cat jumps on the table and eats everything.
Does your cat try to steal the food too?
Yeah. Yeah.
My cats will steal anything I leave laying around. Like if I were to put my ring, take my ring off and put it down on the table, do you know what my cats would do?
What?
They'd run right up and go in their mouth and run away. They're so silly. Thank you for sharing. And I'm so glad we can see you in your beautiful library. All right, Iowa, last share. Then we'll go to New York for the very last share.
Does somebody want to talk about our animal that we have at our school and tell our New York friends about that? Hannah, come on up.
You have an animal at your school?
Oh, we sure do. Oh, let Hannah talk about it.
I want an animal at my school. What do you have? Tell me all about it.
It's a dog.
Mm-hmm. Say it's a therapy dog.
It's a therapy dog.
Now, what kind of dog is it?
Oh, I should know this. I don't know for sure.
Big dog or little dog?
Is it a boy dog or girl dog?
A boy.
What's his name?
Champ.
It's with our guidance counselor. It's our therapy dog that takes around both of our schools.
I love that idea. My doggie is new. She's only 8 months old, and we're training her to be a therapy dog.
Oh, cool.
And she goes to school every day, but not to my school. She goes to my spouse's school every day.
Awesome. Yep, the kids can read to her and talk to her. Enough back there.
Well, where is your therapy dog today?
Oh,
Your therapy dog needs story time.
he does. You should have given him Got Champ. He's down the hall probably working in the classroom.
Okay, well, he needs to be with kids, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you for telling us about that. That's just awesome. I love it. All right, New York, last words. Did you hear that? They have a therapy dog. Do you guys have any pets in your school?
No.
Would that be cool, though, to have a pet?
Yeah.
Maybe that's something we can work on, huh? That'd be so cool. Does anybody else want to share before we go for the day?
Anybody else?
No, put your hand.
Yes? All right, come up. Hurry up.
What a great looking class at both schools. I love it. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you. What's your first name, hon?
Sophia,
Sophia. Hi, Sophia. What did you want to share?
I have two birds, and they're parakeets. One of them are a boy, one of them a girl. I like the girl better because she doesn't really bother us, and the other one bites a lot.
Oh, no. Do they get to come out of their cage?
Yes. The one time they flew out the house when I didn't know.
Oh, no.
I had to find them all over the backyard, and it ended up that one of them were stuck in the tree.
Oh, how did you get them out of the tree?
I had to get a ladder.
Oh, goodness gracious. So we have to make sure if they're out of the cage not to open the door, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm glad that you got them back, though, and that they're safe.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't happen again.
That's a silly story. I love it. Thank you so much. Well, guys, I'm going to wave goodbye to both of your classes, and thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you.
Librarians and your teachers, thank you for letting you do this today.
You're
For
welcome.
reading to us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.